Hey, how you doing? This is my Balrog, and my Balrog and I battle every day. And it's really about time and productivity, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in a couple of minutes. But being an old school fantasy and science fiction sort of guy, this little figurine to me is a really important part of my day, actually. So let me explain more in a few minutes. I've worked by myself and for myself for over a decade now, and a large piece of that has been work from home. And this is something that a lot of people have experienced over the last few years. And being productive and working from home does take a little bit of discipline, and it also means that you've got to develop some good habits and make sure you eliminate those old habits as well. So one of the things that I like to do at the end of each day in preparation for the next day is to write myself up a list of all the things that I want to achieve. Nothing new about that. Now, I could use many things. I could use my phone and the apps that are on here. Similarly with my iPad or even my computer. There's many ways to do that, but I'm kind of old school. So what I do is that I keep a workbook, and every day or every evening I write my list of things to do, and then the following day as I go through them I physically cross them out. And it's that act of physically crossing them out, I think, that I find most satisfying. So if, for instance, I decide that I'm going to go for a bike ride in the morning, when I get back from that bike ride, I physically scratch that out, and I know that that's one off my list. And that brings me on to another subject. What I do with my day to stay productive and satisfied. So 6 words: exercise often, be curious, enjoy life. That's how I try to work things now. The exercise side of things I'm really flexible with. My go-to is a bike ride, but sometimes that's just not possible. So it might be that I go for a walk, or I walk the dogs, or I do some resistance or weight work. It doesn't really matter what that is. So long as I'm getting that exercise in my life, it's something that I feel good about personally, and also really sort of kicks the day off the right way. The other thing that I do like to do is to allocate certain parts of the day for different things. And now that I'm in retirement, one of the things that I really enjoy doing is learning new things. So this is where I do use the phone and the operating system that I use to put little focus points together. And one of them is training. So I allocate 1 hour a day to learning something new. And quite often that's through the University of YouTube, and it might be something as simple as an aspect of editing video, or learning how to illustrate a little bit better on my tablet. So all different ways of doing that. And then I work through my around the house activities, but also my my business activities, if you want to look at it that way, the things that I want to achieve during the day. With my training, the other thing that I like to do is that everything I learn, I just like to write my notes. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One of them obviously is that if you're not using something every day, you quickly forget about it. And one of the best ways to make sure that you can always go back, of course, is to write some notes. The other thing is that what I'm finding is that I'm starting to have a memory like a goldfish. And I go to recall what I've done on a computer or something along those lines, those simple steps, and they're just not there. So I actually put them down. Anyway, enough on the detail of that. Why do I use the Balrog? This figurine is a physical object, and again, it's something that I can relate to. So in order to maintain my productivity, what I actually do with this, I go over in front of my lounge suite, which I have in the office here. There's a little coffee table, and on the other side of that is a TV. The one thing that I don't want to do during the day while I'm working from home is to sit in front of that TV set and binge streaming, or sit there on YouTube just going through clips or something like that. So last thing at night I do before I leave this room is that I place the Balrog on the coffee table, and that Balrog actually stays there until I get through my to-do list, and then I take it off in the afternoon. So I've got 2 things that I do. The first thing is that I keep a physical to-do list, and I strike off the items as I go through. And if I don't get through them all, That's not a problem at all. I just carry them over to the next day. The second thing, and the most important thing for me, is this little icon here, this little figurine that I place physically in front of somewhere where I would normally sit back, put up my feet and stream and switch off. And I put that here, and this is my battle. If I'm tempted to sit down in that seat, I just look at the Balrog, I know that it's there, I know that I've got things to do, and I'll go away and finish them. And at the end of all that, I'll battle with this Balrog, I'll take it away, and I know that I've won for the day. Reset for tomorrow. 6 words: exercise often, be curious, enjoy life, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.